I guess we're ready for our first guest. We have a defensive end by the first name of Michael from Texas Southern. It's not Michael Strahan, but it's pretty close. We got Michael Badejo joining us, who had a great showing at his pro day. Either I think it was today or yesterday. So we're excited to have him on, and we'll see if he's come on yet. There we go. I hope he caught on to the Michael Strahan comparison, Michael. That's part of my first question too. Excited to have you on, man, because I get to make a Drake reference, man. We got a player from TSU, so I mean, we're excited to have you on. So yeah, my first question, Michael, is I guess being a defensive end at Texas Southern, do they talk about Michael Strahan a lot, or is it just kind of like something that's in the past? Like you do your own thing, pretty much. Like you have your own style and swag too.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I appreciate y'all for having me on here, man. It's an opportunity. They always talk about Strahan, at the school. He came and gave us a Zoom call, during the COVID season with a lot of motivation and goals. When it comes to play like, I do see a lot of similarity with me and him playing alike. He's very violent, getting after the ball. It's just the type of guy I see myself in, but he's a guy that definitely gives back. He gave us a lot of equipment from shoulder pads to helmets, jerseys. So, he is doing good for his city.
Absolutely. And then I have my next question before I move on to my colleagues here. I see the number one in the background. A lot of defensive ends wear the higher numbers. I mean, is there a sort of swagger that you carry with yourself wearing that number one as a pass rusher?
Man, it's huge. Even getting that from Coach McKinney, taking Southern head coach. After that spring practice, that last practice, he was like, how you feel about taking number one? And I was just like, dang, like I kind of wanted number seven, from SMU, but you give me number one, that's huge. So you saying that, I'm gonna go ahead and take that and take advantage of it. So I kind of like them little small digit numbers. Not no pretty boy stuff, but just playing with a swag, with a style.
No, it's great, honestly. I remember Temple, having all the single digit players, so it's the same energy. Playmakers wear single digits, and there we have your pro day results. Just a great showing as well. The 19 reps is truly impressive, honestly. The 40 time, I guess. Which out of which of these measurements do you feel you're most satisfied with?
To be honest, I'm not really a satisfied player, so I just feel like I could have improved in all of it. But with the training I had going on, I'm really proud of that 40. Just bringing it down. Running the 40 a lot. We was touching the 4.9s, the 4.8s. We touched 4.7. I was really trying to reach for that, low 4.7, but I'll take that 4.8 any day.
That's my fault for using satisfied. Bad term right there for any athlete. So with that, I'll pass it on to my colleagues for their questions.
Yeah, I gotta say first, Michael, thanks for doing this, man. We've been impressed with you from watching you from your season and seeing you go through this process has been fun, man. We enjoy watching all you guys, reach your goals, man. So this has been pretty impressive run for you. I think on the film, man, we've been watching a lot of your tape and what your question marks would have been coming into your senior season. I thought that you probably wiped away a lot of those question marks the way you played this year. I mean, I'm most impressed with closing speed. I'm most impressed with the fact that you play with a motor and the fact that you don't take any plays off, man. I mean, I look at some of the Power Five guys like a Thibodeau and some of those guys. You can find plays being taken off, and man, I just don't see it. I mean, we watch 100 snaps from you, and all 100 snaps look the same, which is pretty impressive, man. So I gotta ask you, does that tie into? Is that like a leadership thing for you? Because the other thing is I'm tying into this is if I'm not mistaken, you were team captain 4 years, right?
Is there?
Is that correct? So yeah, so the way you play, is that something that you try to make sure that you're always giving 100% effort? Is that like your way of nonverbal leadership?
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely for my teammates, just leaving an example. Because I'm never satisfied, so I'm always gonna try and give my best for them. I just know at the end of the day, when we touch the field, I'm gonna give my all. Everybody gonna see that I gave my all. There's never a time, kind of like you said, I'm not gonna ever leave a play out. So a lot of the things I do is, for my teammates. Coaches can coach, but at the end of the day, the players gotta make something happen. So a lot of things I do it for my teammates.
That's right. That's right. You can see it. You can see it in the way you play. Now, I got to ask you, you may not want to talk about this, but the grapevine is telling us that there's a particular team that took some special interest in you at at Pro Day. This was yesterday, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was the 30th. Yeah. So what can you talk at all about? It looks like maybe one of the teams are really kind of scooting up, really want to see what you can do.
Yeah, they were showing love out there. We didn't have a lot of scouts out there anyway, but all it takes is just that one team to show you love. So it was, a blessing, just for them to pull me to the side, wrap it up and kind of, get things going from, how
Yeah.
it's supposed to be when draft come around. So it was a blessing about that.
Yeah, that's right. I think you show well for yourself, and the fact that that happens, man. I mean, there's a lot of guys that would love to have that kind of an opportunity, but the fact that those people know you're gonna get you a shot, man. I don't know what exactly will make you happy, but I do know that I would bet money that you're gonna end up in a training camp with an opportunity to get a job. So I don't know if it makes a difference to you if you get drafted in the later rounds or if you get in as an undrafted free agent to a team that really likes you a lot? Does it make a big difference to you?
No, not at all. At the end of the day, it's an opportunity. If I get it, I get it. I'm gonna maximize my effort with it. And I know how the game is. You're gonna get cut before you settle down with a team, so that's already settled in my head. But whoever calls up or wherever I get, you're gonna get a guy that's gonna go 110%.
That's right. That's right. And what was that transition? From SMU to HBCU football. I mean, what's the difference? I mean, what was the difference for you?
Man, it's a huge difference, just even coming from my high school, Mansfield Timberview, and trying to mix it up with SMU, there's nothing alike. But, I just felt like I couldn't be myself at SMU when, besides football, just from the classroom, sometimes it was kind of tough, but, you can't really complain about the opportunity that, God made for you. So I did have my fun time there from coaches and players. It was an amazing time there. So by the time I made my decision that I wanted to go to TSU, and just meeting the people on campus, like, kind of just blew me away, just being able to connect with people right away without even saying, my name's Michael Badejo. Like, look, come here, I'm going to get this for you. You want to do this? Like, it's kind of cool just the fact that you can make a connection without even introducing yourself. But it's more so a huge family base there. And, I encourage a lot of people, in that process, transferring or high school, whatever, like, definitely take a chance at HBCUs.
That's right. And you were on that before it became trendy too, man. So you can tell that that's truly in your heart, man. So I'm glad that that has worked out for you. Now I compare you. I don't know if you know who Bud Dupree is. Bud Dupree is a defensive end. Pittsburgh Steelers came out of Kentucky, I guess, around 2015. He's a first round draft pick. But when I'm watching his tape, we try to make pro comparisons here, but he just keeps coming back into my mind when I watch your tape versus his. And you're talking about that motor, that sideline to sideline guy, that guy that can close. So if that's who I compare you to. So I would ask you who is your pro comparison for yourself?
Yeah, first of all, I appreciate that, man. A lot of people don't take the time to like compare somebody. I appreciate that. But
Mhm.
I think a lot of my game, what I've seen a lot, and what a lot of people have been telling me as well, is guys like Khalil Mack and like T.J. Watt.
Mhm.
Even though this season they had me playing interior a lot just because of the sake of the team, which I didn't mind.
Yeah,
I read a lot of stuff with like Aaron Donald, even though I'm not big as him. He's big, but that guy has a lot of motor. He's a go getter, and that's something I see in myself and other people see as well.
that's right. That's right. I'm gonna let Coach jump in there with a question before I ask my last one.
All right. Michael, first of all, we appreciate you for jumping on, man. A nod to Omar's question. Players have a saying, you look good, you feel good, you feel good, you play good. Us coaches have a saying, the number doesn't make you. You make the number. But you put on the number one, you really need to come with it. And judging by your film and everything, you have done that. You really jump off the tape. So I just want to say that, and kudos to you as far as that goes. One of the questions I'll ask, and I'm kind of filling the shoes of Coach Grove here, and we always ask with the All Star games. What was going through your mind when you got the invite for the Legacy Bowl? What were your expectations leading up to that event, and what did you think throughout the weekend? And then what doors has that opened up for you?
And it was a huge opportunity getting that. I think I was in Florida for the FCS Bowl, and as soon as that game was over, I got an email about them Legacy Bowl saying I got the invite. So it kind of like it really just opened doors for me, like, because I thought I was that player that was gonna get overlooked, and when I got the invite, I automatically knew like you're on the hot spot right now. Like I'm a guy that's always humble, so as soon as I got that, it was already like another grind mode. As soon as I got back to Houston, it was like I got to get it, and I kind of expected it when I went out there. Seeing all those guys out there, all those different conference, like there's some go getters, like they're motivated, they'll die for this. So it's huge that I was able to connect with them and be around guys like that that's motivated, to get to the next level. So even throughout the practices, throughout the week, we had so many drills, different drills I never done before. But with the coach they had there, it was kind of cool. They walked us through every little thing and kind of just being in a dream world. So it was really an amazing feeling.
Good deal. And so what's next for you? What's next? I know you had your pro day yesterday. What's next on the docket for Michael now?
I got invited to Perry View's pro day this morning, so I'm gonna go check it out this Saturday. I think they're starting at 9:30 or 10 a.m. So I'm gonna go check it out and kind of just go from there.
Okay, cool. Well, best of luck to you through the process. I know Coach Williams said he got another question for you.
I got one last one for you, Michael. As a former scout, as a coach scout, we've been doing this a long time. I always really try to do my homework on guys, not just the film, but I try to be a little nosy with people when it comes to social media too. And I see a guy, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I see a guy that's got some major love for mama. Am I right?
Most definitely, man. Most definitely.
So tell me how mama has helped in this process for you pushing for your dream the way you're pushing for it.
Yeah, my mom, obviously you see she's all over social media, but not even just her, just my whole family and my girlfriend as well.
Yeah.
They're very, very supportive. I knew this process was gonna be, you're gonna have your light days and you're gonna have some dark days, and being at HBCU, I know we're getting the light going on right now, but there's still a lot of dark days in there where it's just like you feel like you're getting overlooked or, your work is just not getting enough shine. So with my mom, she shows a lot of love. She calls me a lot. She even blows me up a lot. Even times I don't want to talk, she'll still call me, like, Answer, let me just, let's pray. And after that prayer, it just changes a lot. She does it probably every day, every other day. And she's just so motivated. She's just so hardworking. So it's just like, man, I can't let her down. I already made her proud getting, graduating. I'm about to graduate again this May with my master's. So I'm trying to make her proud, man.
That's right. You can see it. You can see that love all over, man. So if scouts are really doing their homework, they're gonna see a guy that's got some leadership skills. They're gonna see a guy that's grounded in some Christian faith, from what I can tell, and a guy that's a loyal guy too. When it comes to, I can see that interaction with you and your girlfriend as well. She runs track at Texas Southern, right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I do my work, man. I do my work. Yeah, I'm really excited to see what happens to you, and we're gonna be pulling for you from our side. I do have one last thing. Who are you training with? Who's getting you ready for all this stuff? Who are you working with?
Yeah, I'm training at LJ Performance in Houston, Texas. I'm training with a guy named James Jefferson. I kind of been with him since really when that COVID season started. My old teammate Drew Robinson, he put me on with him, and pretty much then we just been connected all the way. And he's just been, grinding with me. Even when I had, little injury problems here and there throughout the season, James is really that guy to go to, to rehab, get me right quick, so I can go perform for these showcases. So I really appreciate him.
That's right. And we're wishing you all the luck. We're gonna be keeping up with you, and hopefully once you get across that line, you won't forget us and stay in touch with us, man.
Man, most definitely, man. Like I said, I appreciate all you guys, man, for just showing love. Definitely give me that invite for the showcase as well, man. I appreciate you guys. And, I'm just showing love to HBCUs.
That's right. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, Coach, I gotta say, you're doing a great job with the journalism side, man. I mean, I thought I was a journalist here with this research you're doing, but no, that's just great. I mean, shoot, as a fellow mama's boy, it's good to see them representing. But